Just reached the end of the line.
everybody. Welcome to the live stream, the Rooster Teeth live stream. We've partnered with our friends from Full Sail University. I'm Kyle.
I'm Cole.
I'm Brian.
And yeah, like I said before, we've partnered with Full Sail University to give you an update on Fury Strike, the 80s beatdown. Now, Brian, you went to Full Sail University,
sure did.
Right?
Yeah, so it's kind of great to see you guys out here. Let's see where we landed several years after the Full Sail part of the adventure.
Who is yous guys?
Who is yous guys?
I is Patrick Kelly. I'm one of the instructors at Full Sail. I teach in the gaming department. I'm in charge of the final project, and these are a couple of my students.
Yes, my name is Daniel Sabogal. I'm a master's student. I'm the lead producer and designer for the game.
Hi, and my name is David Crane. I'm one of the programmers on the team.
Awesome. So this is a series of these streams. Last time we talked about the motion capture. This time you guys are going to show us the motion capture.
Guys.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to actually play some of the levels.
Yeah,
we're
you'll
going
get
to
to play.
fighting each other.
Yes.
We're gonna be fighting each other. This is going to be awesome.
So, yeah, you guys brought your alpha build with us.
Alpha
all
build.
the way from
Orlando.
beautiful
Yeah.
Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
So,
There
yeah,
we
thank
go.
y'all so much.
Yeah.
That's a super big honor.
It's our pleasure.
Sweet. So why don't we jump into it and show off a little bit of the game before we actually start, fighting each other and all that.
And while we're doing that, we can ask you guys some questions as well.
sure.
Sure. Yes. So this is our title screen.
Yeah.
Cool. So this is the
loving
first
it.
time we're seeing the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so this is right now we're playing on a PC.
Yes.
What's the intent for the final?
The final game is going to be in an old school 80s arcade cabinet, a stand-up cabinet. We're going to make multiple ones. We're going to brand them with the graphics from the game and everything. It's going to be legit.
Awesome.
Cool. I'm excited. Let's see. Yeah, why don't you take us around? Show us that mode select, because this is a fighting game, right? It's
Yes.
like Mortal Kombat, a side-scrolling fighting game.
2.5D fighting game. We are going to have a story mode, an arcade mode, versus mode, and a practice mode in the game. Today we're going to play the versus mode with a couple of characters we have for you guys to test.
This is a part of y'all's capstone project, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Caps.
Yeah.
So yeah, the capstone is the pinnacle of their education. So at the very end of their degree program, they have a portfolio piece that they put together. And our portfolio that we're working on, or our capstone, is the culmination of a bunch of different degree departments working together to produce a game and to show to prospective employers, and then hopefully help students get recognized and join the industry.
Yeah, 'cause that's a bunch of super valuable experiences and information to learn, like how to work in a pipeline, how to work under a producer, and like manage time. I mean, we were talking before the stream, manage crunch.
Yes,
learn how to like, that's
managing crunch, managing deadlines, setting expectations, updating people when things aren't going according to plan, communication, like basically all the stuff that happens on a real project, we simulate in a studio environment that I've helped create with these guys.
It's safer, but not quite like Yeah, it helps prepare you for.
We take it to the point where they can, as much as they can take, and then kind of scale it down, and then increase their threshold of like what they can deal with, and so hopefully prepare them for what's coming.
That's so awesome. That's so valuable.
A producer on the team, right? So like, when I was there, we were learning not only managing our team, but also like managing the higher ups.
Yes, managing upward.
Yeah, which is like a super crucial thing. That's
Well, before we get too far, maybe we should explain a little bit about Full Sail, because it's a different university than most, right? Can you give me like a brief description of it?
Full Sail prides themselves on kind of a real-world education. So it's a simulated environment, work environment, where our classes run 24/7, and the students go to a class and they're in there for 8 hours. Yeah, they never get to leave. We have
lock the doors.
We break for lunch. We come back after lunch. Like, we're there all the time.
It's a job.
It's a job. We treat it exactly like a job. They have GPS points, which is a general professional score. So how they carry themselves in class and how they work with their coworkers and stuff like that. So we train them not only to do their hard skill set, which is to how to make a game, but then also how to work in an office and work with other people and work within a team. So they're prepared for the job. Hopefully, all different aspects of the job by the time they actually get on the job.
Cool, and you're done with an undergrad degree in 2 years, you said?
2 years. Undergrad degree in 2 years, and a master's degree in 1 year.
Oh, man.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, I bet. It sounds like a job, so I bet it gets really intense.
Yeah, there's long hours. These guys, it's funny how most of the comments I get is when a student goes and gets a job in the industry and they have to work extended hours, they say, well, this isn't anything that I haven't done before.
They just kick back. They're just like, this is just like school.
We've already done this.
So, hop back, talking about the game a little bit more. How long have y'all been working on this alpha?
Development has been going for like 3 months. Before that, we've done like 3 months of pre-production and designing stuff.
So half a year. This
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And we get to see the culmination of all that work right now.
Yes.
So take us around. Like you have a story mode, arcade mode. Which one are we playing? Just versus mode?
Yeah, we're just saying versus mode. For the next time we come around, we'll check the other modes.
Awesome. So, yeah, let's jump into it.
How big is the team on this?
We have quite a few different teams. My team, the programming team, is 5 people. We have an artist. We have an art team.
We have 2 level artists or environment artists. We have 3 character artists. We have 2 riggers, and we have the whole team from Full Sail's mocap studio.
Cool.
Yes. And then
don't forget those execs.
And we have some sound guys, music composers, everything.
Cool. Awesome. Let's see. Ooh, who am I looking at?
Let's see these characters.
Right now we have our basic thug. He's a ninja. And we have Toby, which is the sidekick for the game's protagonist,
Toby's
or
outfit.
main hero.
This is awesome.
So it's still early on. T-pose. We got some programmer art going on.
Yeah, we have some like
T-pose,
temporary
and you see
art.
I thought it was a concept.
That Toby's eyes and teeth are to his side.
Oh, that's where I keep mine.
Yeah. And the
Don't lose
glass.
them. Just
No, that's like part of his character. It's like a special move. Like,
Yes. That's what
Special
happens
bean
when
cannon
he gets
comes out of
knocked
it.
out.
Who's Joe Cool over here on the left?
That is Trey.
Trey.
Indeed.
He's the main, like the male hero of the game. The story revolves
why-
around
yeah.
him.
Okay.
That's why it looks so cool.
Yeah, you have to have a cool main character.
He's got that cool Leon S. Kennedy jacket going.
And if I recall, somebody here did the concept.
Yeah, so I did most of the programmer art for the characters.
That good MS Paint art.
My friend Matt Moody, he did most of the art for the levels that we'll see in a bit.
Right on.
And we have the actual concept art for the characters, but we don't have it in the build.
Sure.
Nowhere to be seen.
All right. Well,
So let's do.
let's jump into it. Let's
We
see a
wanna do
match.
Toby
Yep,
versus
let's do
Ninja
Toby.
or
Just Toby and Toby. I guess.
All right.
Toby and Toby.
Toby.
So I think we're gonna have Brian face off with Daniel. Is that the idea?
Yep.
we're
after-
gonna watch.
We're gonna watch him
Yeah.
first. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So we have eight or nine levels for the game. Today we're gonna see the first 3 ones. So we're gonna play on the dojo, and we're gonna play on the street and on the arcade.
So y'all mentioned mocap earlier. So this is
This is all mocap, yes.
this character is all mocap.
Yes. So I don't have.
And Daniel,
Yeah.
Daniel
Do we have to
here
set up
is
control?
the
Just do it
mocap
quickly.
actor for Toby.
Oh, he's the Andy
He
Serkis.
is
from
Toby.
Something. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
real
the
life
mouse.
Toby.
Awesome. I'm loving this classic mirror match as we try to get the controllers to respond for us.
Yep.
But you know, I mean, it's
I'm
an
locked.
alpha. You know, you got to deal with some
Go back-
technical
go back
things
to
here
the
and there,
menu,
but
yeah.
it's fine. Let's see. So, what was
getting
the
lost.
inspiration behind
back
Fury
to the
Strike?
menu.
We wanted to do kind of an
It's gonna be
80s
glared.
themed fighting game, and then we added in a lot of, once we had that, we added in a lot of
Quick bug.
elements from Miami Vice, of course,
Sure.
and then the different types of music, the guitar riffs, basically anything that somebody thinks of iconic 80s at this point. And that's what the levels are all about, is kind of a 80s inspired. You're going to go and you're going to fight your way up to the top, like a Bruce Lee type movie.
It's in a tower. Right?
It's in a tower, and you end up fighting on the roof.
Do you drive a Lamborghini through the tower, like a
Well,
Lamborghini
I'm not going to give
Countach or
anything
whatever
away
it is?
yet.
Yeah, no
Okay.
spoilies.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Okay. Is there like a mountain of cocaine somewhere in there? Like,
Maybe.
Spoilies.
Okay,
Come
yeah.
on.
You mean development dust?
Right. Development dust.
So at the and then you play and you fight people all the way up, and then at the top you fight on a helicopter pad at the very end, and
Of course, yeah.
And the helicopter pad is also a 80s kind of nightclub, so it's very
Sure.
tacky. But
I mean, I want to go to a nightclub
Yeah.
on a helicopter.
yeah,
That
they're
sounds
called
awesome.
Called the helipad. So
It feels like a Ruby scene.
Yeah, maybe.
Club on the helipad.
I'm just thinking of like when the beat drops in a Skrillex song, like the Independence Day beam just like takes you out.
Yeah.
All right, we got our Toby.
All right,
We got
cool.
Our Toby's
Yeah.
working,
Toby versus Toby.
Back in.
Toby Prime.
which will be the final Toby.
All right.
Nice rolls. Nice
I'm
rolls.
like-
You motion captured that role?
Yeah, I did the mocap for Toby, so all of those moves were performed by me.
So again, this is all still early alpha build, so
Yeah.
you guys still have a lot of like animation blends
Yes.
and things like that to do.
clean up. You can see
some
that.
transitions are
Also,
missing too.
you'll notice on the level we're actually using cell shading for the game. So if you'll take a look, especially at the background, it's really noticeable.
Cell shaded. And then y'all
Yes.
pointed out if you look in between or behind the
Yes.
doors, you can see
You come
almost
over
like
here and you look
You can
through
see
like the doorway. You can see it looks
Yeah.
like traditional Japanese artwork. So that's really cool.
Yeah, awesome. I'm loving the RVB colors. We got like Tucker versus Griff going on, kind of. Yeah.
Ooh, nice one. Nice one.
So there's a lot of work that goes into mocap that people don't realize. You have to do a lot of cleanup and stitching together of moves. It does save you a lot of time, but there's a lot of work on the back end that you need to do.
But you said right now you're kind of testing between traditional hand
Yep.
animation and mocap.
Yep, we have hand animated stuff, which you'll see a little while later, is our Thug. And he uses traditional animation, but he's able to interact with a mocap character.
Yeah.
So want to make sure we have both systems in place in case we run into any problems.
Yeah, makes sense.
The main goal to use mocap is because eventually it speeds up the process, and also because the game is inspired in the 80s fighting martial arts movies, and in those movies like fighting wasn't really that speed or as fast or so good, so we're trying to imitate the feeling of those movies.
give a good homage to
Yeah.
the inspirations. Yeah.
Yes.
It's really cool that we can use the mocap studio that we have at Full Sail to capture it, using students to process it, students to actually make the moves, students to incorporate it into the game. So it gives a lot of
Change card.
opportunities to a lot of different students. So that's what it's all about, is giving students opportunities to
One piece of this.
be a part of it.
All right.
So let's
Brian
get
versus
into some
Daniel.
verses.
All right. I've been
Brian, which
practicing
character are you gonna pick?
all day.
Okay, we're good.
I'm gonna bust out this fella.
So like, if we go to outfits, is that where I can like buy different outfits? Is this a free-to-play
No.
model? Like, what's
Currently,
up? Yeah.
currently it just toggles between
Click
like
ready
the
and
red
then
and blue.
You haven't monetized it yet.
Little
I get it.
RVB
I see.
situation.
Okay, which
Wait for the EA DLC pack.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
there
we,
you go.
We
Yeah.
expect a season pass on this. Like, what's it?
All right, so
Yeah,
next.
because that's going to be a unit in class, right? When you
Yeah.
monetize the game. Yeah.
yes, and then the money goes to me and something like that.
Perfect.
Well, it's for the arcade. It just costs extra tokens.
Yes.
All right, so our next level that we're going to be going into is the street level. So we wanted to do a little bit of Street Fighter stuff. So you'll notice the guys in the background doing their little cheering.
I like it. Wait, what's with the dude on the left? He's just like jamming out. He's not even watching the fight.
He is.
He's got his iPod in.
I could just like picture this also like you get
His-
some
his
like nice
Walkman,
sports
his
cars
Walkman.
coming up behind,
Yeah.
pulling into the hotel.
Interesting.
So do each character have their own like fighting style, or is it just?
Yes.
Get him.
Yes.
Boop.
So,
The Toby character uses the animations we mocapped. This character here, the Thug, or Ninja, he uses animations that we got from an online repository.
okay.
Basically, it's just a place where artists could put up their animations, and then you can take them down and stick them into your game.
No.
So he's using just those animations. He was our proof of concept character when we were first getting started. Once we could get animations in for him, we had a working prototype, then we could move on and still everything would work.
Cool. That's awesome.
So yeah, each level tests a different concept. We've got this level which is testing background animations and a little more interactive scenery, and then of course traditional animations, and then before you saw static backgrounds with cell shading, and then the two motion capture fighting one against each other, two motion capture fights. These are two traditional animation fights, and then we have a mixture of the two.
But so we're vertical slices. You can
Yes,
kind of like
exactly.
see.
Make sure everything works properly incrementally as we go.
Yeah, and then like hop over to the next stage. If something doesn't work, you can always go back to the first
Exactly.
and be like, what went wrong
Yes.
here?
All right, it works
Yeah.
here. What are we going to do to get it to work over here?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh,
I like to pretend the guy in the middle is just waiting for a bus, but the bus can't come pick him up until these guys finish their fight.
He's all
Yeah.
right with his fight. So I was like, okay, go. Yeah.
That happens all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
the bus is still 10 minutes away, so he's just like, all right, I guess we got
Yeah,
a fight
right.
going on. Yeah.
You see your cars in the background there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Can you like grab the car and just like hit him with it, or is that going to be in the beta?
Ooh, that's a. We'll consider it as a
We'll
feature.
consider it.
that'll be part of the downloadable
Oh right.
Right.
yeah.
Good
Downloadable
idea,
content.
Patrick.
monetization.
Stick into the monetization.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't span
There it
movements
goes.
because you get
Oh.
locked out.
Bye, bye,
There
bye.
we go.
All right.
All right, so who won? I wasn't paying attention.
Super not
Yeah.
me.
Oh, super not you.
Super
All
not
right.
me.
So okay, where am I? I'm over here.
You're a guest. And you came in and demolished
sorry.
me.
It's not supposed to work.
I wasn't
I
supposed
want
to
to be
win.
Toby.
Be Toby, but yellow Toby.
I'm
Yellow
gonna be,
Toby?
I feel like this is like a real life representation of Griff. You know, he's got the gut. He's got the he's got the color going. He
He's
might
a
be from
samurai.
Hawaii. I don't know.
He is a samurai.
Oh, Griff is a samurai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
confirmed here.
We'll find that out in the next episode of our.
Yeah, spoilers. Sorry.
Did they press
Have you pressed ready?
Did I press ready? No.
All right.
That's all right. That's like a new feature in video games.
Listen, I'm terrible about readying up when I'm playing Rocket League. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like check out, Google or whatever.
Arcade last, so we'll do.
All right. So now we're gonna show off the rooftop level. This one's not quite finished, but the music for it is fantastic.
Awesome. Let's check it out.
This is where we're hanging out right now.
Yeah, the
We're on the
helipad.
rooftop.
I love how Toby gets ready. He's just like
Oh, yeah.
psyching himself up. Whoa. Oh man, I'm jumping all over the place. I didn't know he was hyperactive.
Oh yeah.
How many characters are you looking to put in?
9.
Yeah,
Nine?
ideally we
Nine
want 9, but we've made the project scalable, so as things go, if things go sideways, we can get to 3, 6, 9. So right now we're still sticking to 9 with the possibility to drop down to 6 if
Cool.
things don't go according to plan.
Smart.
Yeah.
I don't think you can handle Toby right now. Look at this. Look at this. You can't touch me. Look at it. You don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna
Oh,
do.
the
You can't get
exploits.
me.
Oh,
he got you.
I get him.
The T-pose of death.
The hubris of you.
Listen, I'll get him again. I lure him into a false sense of security by losing the first match, and then I pounce.
I'm
You
not
won't know
sure
what to
it's
do.
so false.
We got to team up on him.
Can you
Yeah.
do the roll?
Slow input.
Let's see.
Your
there
roll
we
is
go.
standing still and then probably B.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
there
we
we go.
You can control
Yes,
the
you can
horizontal
move while
movement.
doing it.
Ah. So I just have to
I
like.
suggest you abuse it because it's currently the most overpowered move.
OP,
in the game.
Toby, OP.
I see what's going
Please
on.
nerf.
But move towards your opponent.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
think
roll at
There
you.
you go.
The green bar is energy.
the
some
green
sort?
bar is stamina. So the goal of the game is to manage your stamina, basically.
I
So
see.
different moves will consume more stamina. As you lose your health, you are also unable to use the whole stamina. So it's gonna be like the whole being able to manage it. And also, if you perform a successful taunt, you'll regain one of your lost
I won!
stamina bars.
Nice. So, one more.
Yeah.
One more?
All right, Cole, go for it.
All right.
Yeah.
See
So,
you against the sensei.
You
Feel
guys
free to
can
pick
set
your
up here.
characters.
All right, I'm gonna. Where am I?
So it's still early on
be
in
Toby.
development.
Toby seems awesome. Toby seems like a
And
guy.
you started off with this
I
big
The
design
D-pad.
document.
the D-pad.
Have you noticed that you needed to maybe reconsider things or even cut things already, or have you yet to hit that point?
Well, like Patrick said, we have the way we work
Okay.
is scalable.
Arcade.
Yep.
So right now our tier A of features is making it in. We are maybe reconsidering the airplay of the game. We don't feel like our gameplay is so strong, like with jumps and stuff like that. So we might bring it closer to the ground, which is also part of what we wanted initially, to be more like real life martial arts and stuff.
I mean, I can jump 6 feet in the air.
Yeah, we saw
Maybe
that.
Toby can too.
And for our last level here, we're using the arcade. So the interesting thing about this level is you'll notice the arcade machines in the back actually have little games that are being played. So those are all Full Sail student project games. So if you see the one right behind the blue character, that was actually my midterm project. And then the Bad Manner one, that was a team member's midterm. And then you also might notice a small Ruby cabinet there.
Yeah.
So
Ruby cabinet. Oh, I see. Is that her right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
And I also see up above me, right there.
Yep.
RTES. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's the arcade.
So where's the like red versus blue cabinet where you just do head bobs the whole time? It just has a stick and you go up and down.
We've talked about that. We've actually have some room down the other end of the arcade that we're going to start putting even more.
Awesome.
Get him, Toby.
Look, you don't know. You can't fight Toby. Look
Oh
at that.
man, you got butt smashed.
Ooh. Yeah, Toby.
It's on
he's
now.
my son.
Cole, I want you to
Can
Hadouken
spam because
whenever you get a
it won't
chance.
do the move.
I'm not too good.
What is it? It's like quarter
Oh.
circle back or is it forward? I don't remember.
Quarter circle forwards.
There we go.
Quarter
Yeah,
back.
quarter circles and stuff.
No, we have like basic inputs.
Yeah.
We're trying to
Okay.
keep it like simpler so we can target a broader audience.
We
Usually
do have
fighting
quarter
games have
No,
a high
Toby.
entry.
Keep your eyes in. No.
What's up now, Toby?
So there's going to be no like, frame perfect blocking in this or anything like that.
No,
right?
we're actually considering implementing like a pro mode where we for combos we want the input to be like between 4 frames, and then casual would be 8 frames. So we're trying to also implement that.
So that's one of the next steps, is balancing and the feel of the game, getting it to run smooth, watching how people play it, if people mash the buttons or if they time the buttons, and then maybe even adding different modes into the game to support the different types of gameplay.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I think we still have some time. Do we want to jump into more levels or what's up? What's everyone
Well,
feeling?
so you all played. We all played.
Yeah, we all played. Yeah.
What are you digging about the game?
I'm digging Toby.
Toby.
He's
Everybody loves
my
Toby.
spirit animal right now.
He's my son.
Yeah. Oh, he's your son.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I adopted him.
Well,
Just now.
congratulations.
You guys are related somehow.
Yeah.
Spirit animal, son. Same thing.
Yeah, it's feeling good. I like, the combos feel good. It's like, it was easy to pick up. I think that's like what you were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you
I love
like,
the
Cole?
aesthetic.
The aesthetic, yeah.
Yeah, that 80s
Yeah.
vibe. That
Yeah.
like you all mentioned it on that rooftop helipad.
Yes.
That guitar.
Yes.
Ooh.
We put in a lot of '80s guitar riffs, some Bill and Ted inspired stuff is what I was looking for the
Excellent.
Yeah.
for the sound.
I mean, yeah, the aesthetic really nails it. It feels good. Yeah. Brian, what did you think?
Man, I'm really liking the aesthetic a lot. You said your brother did some of the music.
Yeah, he's the composer for the theme songs.
Some of the sweet licks.
Yes.
I mean, it is still early yet, clearly.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see you guys continue down the path.
Yeah.
And where you end up.
Yeah,
Let's see if you do hit. I'm still on from week 1. I'm like, let's see if you get 9 characters in there.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope
really
so.
do. It's really contingent on all the pieces falling into place. So we've got some of the characters. Then we have to add the motion capture for it. We have to add all the different pieces and then implement them in. But we're looking pretty good right now. So I'm really looking forward to getting. We're starting to test in secret. We've started to test on the arcade machine already.
Cool.
So we've got it actually up and working on one of our test machines. So that's looking really good. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the final product, the final arcade cabinet, and then of course the branding on it and everything is going to look really
The
Sounds sweet.
the last few streams we've had, Chad James from ScrewTech has been with us. I want to put this game in front of those guys and have them just like play it on their.
Yeah.
Those I have not seen a more dedicated group of fighting game fans.
Oh yeah, every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every, what is it, like 5 o'clock? You can just like hear the Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Fighters going.
Like the,
Yeah, the
like,
clickety
gamepads.
click.
Yeah, yeah, they got their fight sticks. They're just
Yeah.
going ham.
Yeah, he said he had it in the car.
He wanted to test.
Yeah, he brought it.
He was like, I have my flight stick in the car. We can test it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, slow the roll.
Speaking of, what is the? Are you all allowed to tell us what the next vertical slice you'll be working on? What the next thing to
Yeah, it's going to be really more content, and then hopefully more polish to the feel of the game. So so it's more mocap. So we have a backlog of mocap that we're putting in. So we're going to try to add more mocap to Toby, more mocap to the next characters, and then we're going to try to focus on the controls and making those run smooth, and then testing it on the target hardware, which is going to go into the actual machine. So we're ordering the monitor, the sticks, and the computer, so we can have the guts pulled out of that machine and then test it on a desk, and then we can throw it into an arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
So
We also have a creative writer on the team, and he already did all the dialogues for the story mode, and they're all in there. So we just need probably will be able to show you the progression and some of the story for the game. And all characters have like a backstory, a prologue for the arcade mode. So you'll see why they are here.
That's awesome.
That's
That
really
sounds
cool.
amazing.
yeah, the big pushes in these next 2 months are going to be the big push for us. So
Okay.
we should hopefully see, fingers crossed, a lot of progress in the next couple of months towards completion.
I'm excited to get on the show floor at RTX and
Yes.
whoop up strangers.
Yes,
Or-
just having people
Or
walk.
get beat once and walk away. Very upset.
I just want to see people walking by and gravitating towards the machines and playing them and everything. And then hopefully dumping quarters in where they don't belong, so then I can scoop those up afterwards.
Yes, excellent.
No, just put the slot in, and then like you'll just
It's in there.
collect it afterwards.
When I was cleaning out one of the machines to put it in there, there was about $4 worth of quarters in there, and I was like,
Hey.
"Hey, all right,
Come on.
quarters for me."
Yeah, that's why you cleaned it up. And
I did. I
didn't tell us.
cleaned it up and
Yeah, you're
stuck
right.
the quarters.
I'll take this one, guys.
Yeah,
Let me
don't
clean
worry,
it.
It's
I'll
like,
clean
don't worry
it.
about it.
Yeah.
We still have some time. Why don't you tell us what's been the most challenging part of this project so far? What do you think?
Well, I would say because we're students, there are a lot of things we are just learning. So we like working with mocap has a lot of details the riggers are not familiar with. So they've had to learn a lot about how to rig for mocap, and that's taken a lot of time out of our schedule. And also because we're students, we're also juggling classes.
Yeah.
And so working on the capstone and doing class work, it's challenging.
So yeah, the cross collaboration is huge, and working with other departments and other specialties is a hard thing. Having, a lot of these guys haven't had to work with very different industries before, like a programmer working with an artist. So there's a lot of communication that needs to happen there, and then a lot of coordination between those different departments. And then, like you said, there's not a lot of experience when it comes to setting priorities, understanding how long it takes to do something, because that's what experience is all about, is having done something before and to know how long it takes you to do it. So a lot of these things, you know, they say, that'll take me 15 minutes, and it ends up taking them 15 days. You know? But that's how you learn. So we have to juggle production, which is, if we were in a studio environment, it'd be about getting the game done, with education and allowing students to make mistakes and learn from mistakes. So we have to juggle allowing the game to get screwed up so people can learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, I said earlier, it's so valuable. Like,
Yeah.
to have that opportunity to make mistakes and to
Yes.
to learn.
Yeah, to get all your mistakes. My goal is to have them get as many of the mistakes out of the way as possible, so when they get on the job, they'll say, oh, I remember doing this before, and I remember doing this before. So what they lack in experience normally from getting on a job for the first time, they've actually seen a lot of it before, and they'll be able to apply what they learned.
They won't have that deer in headlights
Yes.
moment where like, what do I do?
Also, there's nothing better than like coming across a problem later that you solved before,
Yes.
and you're like, and everybody around you stumped, and you're like, how do I?
Yep.
I know, I have the answer, everyone.
Yes, sometimes I see them make a mistake, or I see them going down a path that ends in some pain, and I'll say, all right, I'm going to let him go down that path, because he's going to be bruised and battered, and he's never going to make that mistake again. So then when he gets on the job, he's not going to go down that path, he's not going to make that mistake, and he's not going to get a ration from his boss when he makes that mistake. So they kind of live through it, and then they never make it again. And they live through it in a safe environment, a controlled environment.
Yeah, there isn't like billions of dollars
Yes.
hanging over your head.
It's just
Yeah.
Patrick yelling at people all day long and being mean to students.
Yeah.
But they don't lose. Nobody loses their job, and nobody has to go through all those pains. You know, so there is a certain level of risk, but there's not the ultimate risk when you get out in the industry.
Where you lose like the job and your income,
Yeah.
and you're like, what do I do?
Yeah, now I'm across the country. My support system's somewhere else. I've got to file for unemployment. Like, what am we going to do? So those are the things that I want to avoid. So my goal is to not only help students get jobs, but help students keep jobs. So once you get the job, it's about keeping the job, continue to impress, continue to do the right thing, and continue to be an asset to the company that you work for.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. I think we're just about out of time. I believe the next time we're going to see this is in early June. I think it's the next live stream we're going to see. Yeah. Cool. And like, what's the progression going to be there?
I think we're going to see some
more characters,
new levels, and hopefully some polish to the controls.
Well,
And then we have just a few more months until the final game
And RTX.
at RTX.
Yeah.
Where you're going to give them their final grade,
Yes,
right? In front of everyone.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm excited now.
Actually, I'm going to cards. I'll hand them out and say, you grade the students. And then
Oh, you're letting the commenters grade
Yeah.
the students on their own.
crowdsource.
Yeah.
crowdsource grades.
Well,
Let's see how it turns out. Yeah.
well, it's
Great.
about barbecue o'clock. So
All right,
barbecue,
right
let's
on.
just get out of here. Thank you guys for coming out from
Thank
Full
you.
Sail
Thank you
for
University
having
to
us.
show
Yes.
us the game. I think we're ready to wrap her up.
We
So,
appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for coming out. Thank you, everybody who tuned in and to check out this stream. Thank you to Full Sail University. And yeah, I think that's all we got. I'm ready for some barbecue.
Keep an eye out, keep an ear out. Listen, we'll probably be making posts
Yes.
in the meantime.
Yep.
But yeah.
Excellent. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
see y'all in a month.
Thank you, guys.
Remember, it's called Fury Strike.
Fury Strike.
Yeah.
Fury Strike.
We'll see you later. Bye.